Yeah, you.
Okay, everyone close your eyes and picture something. Okay? Okay, so you're walking down the street after a night out with your friends, and you notice two men coming towards you, looking up and down, and you feel fear blossom in your chest, and you want to sprint down the street, and you don't even know if these men are a threat. For the girls in this room, it was probably a lot easier to picture this than it was for the boys. You guys can open your eyes. Girls can live in constant fear of this type of thing.
Whoa.
The odds of being attacked by a shark are 1 in 3,700,000. The odds of being raped are 1 in 6 in the U.S. alone. Rape culture is an environment where rape is prevalent and sexual violence is excused by popular culture and the media. It's perpetuated through things like romanticizing unhealthy relationships. I love Chuck Bass and Blair Waldorf, I do, but they're probably the most unhealthy relationship on TV today. He literally trades her for a hotel.
What is that all about? I don't know.
It's Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl? Okay.
Yes, he did. And we romanticize them where we don't even want them to be apart. We love them. The producers do it in such a way that it physically pains us when they aren't together. And he actually hits her at one point. Which brings me to my next thing. We joke about sexual violence and domestic abuse. These people went to Halloween as Ray Rice and his girlfriend, making a joke with someone else's physical pain. The media treats women as pieces of meat. If you don't believe me, check out these magazine covers. These are from Rolling Stone. The men are portrayed as human beings while the women are looked at as sexual objects. And it happens again in Cosmopolitan and American Apparel. American Apparel showing that if you wear their clothes, you're more likely to get some. Catcalling is a form of street harassment in its simplest form. For women, it's unwanted. It can escalate from simple staring and commenting to groping and threatening that guy at the bar that won't leave you alone, and easily go from there to full-on stalking and rape. For men, it begins as a sexual fantasy and then escalates to predatory testing, literally preying on the woman as if she were an animal. False allegations are believed to make up 50% of all rape allegations. But really, as a study showed in 1984, and then again in the early 2000s, they only make up 2 to 8%. People just don't believe them. And if that doesn't scare you, in 31 states, it's allowed for a male who raped a woman and she was pregnant, for him to sue her for custody and visitation rights. So, some can tell you that these women are asking for it. What do you expect when they're dressed in such skimpy clothes? It's not true. Women dressed from head to toe are also being raped every day. It's not just the woman all the way to my left. It's also the woman all the way to my right. So how do we fix this? How do we change this way of thinking here in the United States? Avoid language that degrades women and objectifies them. Stop calling each other pussies. Stop saying you throw like a girl. It's not true. Girls can throw pretty hard. As Canna and Jordan and Kelsey. Be respectful of other people's physical space. You don't need to be that close to them all the time. Don't let your stereotypes define you. If you're a boy who loves art, if you're a girl who loves baseball, do it. It's your thing. Find your niche and stick with it. And don't trivialize rape. It's not just a joke. It's not something to joke about. If someone comes to you and says they've been a victim of sexual assault, take them seriously and be supportive. Help them report it if they're too afraid to do it themselves. This environment doesn't need to exist past us. Our generation can be the ones who stop it. We can make that 1 in 6 go from there to the 1 in 3,700,000. There's no reason for our rape rate to be like a third world country. It would, if we change this, it would help us and our children and generations past them.